Are you kidding me? There's a shot down play. They score! Now switches hands. He scored! Oh, my goodness!
Tonight in Fort Worth, Texas, two teams coming off important wins, both wanting to keep the momentum going. For Panther City, they're led by Jeremy Thompson. For the Rush, it's veterans Chris Corbeil, their captain, Robert Church, and Mark Matthews looking to lead the Rush to their second win in a row. We welcome you to Fort Worth, Texas, home of Dickies Arena and Panther City Lacrosse. And tonight, inside that building, it's going to be the Saskatchewan Rush and Panther City meeting for the second time this year. Hello again, everybody, along with former box lacrosse player Kieran Lemming. I'm Ron Thulin. In their game last week against Colorado in that win, you could tell the Rush were playing with a sense of urgency. Now, they are very potent on offense, led by Robert Church. Big game last week and a big game against Panther City earlier this year.
Yeah, Robert Church really owns the nickname Bar Down Bobby. He works to get inside to finish. He can also shoot from outside. And with guys like Mike Messenger making space for him, he can be a threat from anywhere. He had 7 points in the 10 goals for the team last weekend. Let's see if he can repeat that performance.
Oh, that's going to put a lot of stress on the Panther City defense. But in last week's last-minute win over Vancouver, it was the Panther City defense that stood up, especially goalie Nick DeMood.
Yeah, Nick DeMood has really established himself as a starter in this league. He had 39 saves and 80% save percentage last weekend. He's done a great job on rebounds and really helping this defense play confident in front of him.
Panther City coach Tracy Koluski said it all starts with Nick DeMood. They're going to need him tonight. The Rush won the first meeting between the two back in January, 16-7. But now both teams are finding their stride, and they're ready for this Western Conference showdown. The Rush and Panther City coming up next. Welcome back inside of Dickies Arena. The crowd continues to file in, and we are just about set to drop it on the dot. Let's take a look at the head coaches for the respective teams. Here's head coach Jeff McComb, his first head coaching job. He is a defensive first coach, like his counterpart on the other side, Hall of Famer Tracy Koluski, better known as TK. Got a little smelling salts in there, gets him pumped up, he's ready to go. And let's meet the starting goaltenders, brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. And between the pipes tonight, it's going to be Eric Penny. He has taken over, got his first win and first start last week. Coach is telling me this morning at shoot-around he's given the team a lot of confidence. And on the other end, it's going to be Nick DeMood again. You talked about him in the open. He said his job is to be even keel, and he's done that so far this season. And tonight's opening faceoff is brought to you by BetMGM, the league's official sportsbook partner. And we are set, and we are going to be underway. Mike Messenger will be also at the center, along with Jeremy Thompson, former teammates. But first, let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, standing by with Leanne Burns.
All right, thanks, Ron. Liam, last time you and the team were here, you guys were taking a victory lap after the team's first home franchise win. What is it going to take for the team to get there again tonight?
We got to keep that momentum going from last week, right? The little plays add up to big things. Defense has to shut the door. Offense, little gritty plays, going through the middle, going to the tough areas. One play at a time, 5 minutes at a time. Keep it rolling from last week.
Thanks, Liam. Ron?
All right, thanks a lot. They said that he is hitting his stride, which is a good thing for Panther City Lacrosse. And you can see the BetMGM opening faceoff. And again, we've got former teammates Mike Messenger and Jeremy Thompson, both very proficient on the faceoffs.
Yeah, both are coming off of 2 almost perfect weekends last weekend, and in any form of lacrosse, faceoffs equals possessions.
And right before the game, Jeremy Thompson, he was the last one off the surface, and he sat there and he was practicing right in the corner faceoffs. He's the one that was the catalyst last week in that big win for Panther City. And they will go on offense to begin. One thing Panther City wants to do is be aggressive. Thompson was going to stay on. Now he runs off. And here's the offense. Caputo gives it up top side. Back to Caputo. They want to attack on the inside. Dodds on the left side, but they lose it. Turnover. And that'll be a shot clock violation. And Saskatchewan will have it. Take a look at the odds for tonight's game. Panther City actually the favorite. Sort of surprising. Mike Mallory, Austin Murphy, they are scratches for tonight's game for Saskatchewan, and especially Austin Murphy. He has 7 goals and 24 assists. Not sure why he was scratched, but he will not be playing tonight. Messenger picks it up, lost it. Messenger is a tough cookie out there for Saskatchewan. Already physical. Some of the coaches telling us over the last couple of days they wouldn't be surprised if some gloves are dropped tonight.
Yeah, Mike Mallory's making, Mike Messenger's making a great argument for Transition Player of the Year. He's doing a great job with the face-off X. He's been clearing a lot of space on the offensive end, as well as playing defense.
Last week, one of the keys for Panther City, they got off to a fast start. Here's Patrick Dodds in the running for Rookie of the Year, along with Jeff Teed of New York. Shot clock inside of 8, and Panther City turns it over. Neither team getting really any kind of good shots. Only 2 shots total on goal so far here in the early going. Keep an eye on 17. That's Robert Church. He will be all over the place. He along with Mark Matthews. Matthews a huge guy at 6'5", 230. Try to get it in the middle, and good defense again. That was a big key for Panther City last year. They communicated and switched really well last week.
Yeah, communication's everything on defense, especially with so many picks and rolls, slips, seals. You got to let your teammates know what's going on and what you're seeing and thinking.
There's Jeremy Thompson getting more and more involved in the offense. He can do so many things. 4 goals in the last 2 games. Scoops up the loose ball, but it'll belong to Saskatchewan. So far, what do you see with these 2 teams?
Not a ton of off-ball movement, but it's still early. They're still getting their rhythm. Like we said before, both teams are coming off big offensive weekends, and they want to be playoff teams. They got to find a way to score goals.
Church goes down, still has the ball, trying to find some kind of room. Panther City not giving him any room. Nice job. DeMood with the save and the catch. And they'll come the other way with it. Here is Caputo. Caputo looks back on top. Brennan has to give it off to the far side. He cuts through. They can't get it to him. And another turnover.
Yeah, a lot of missed passes.
Okay, how do you remedy that?
Yeah, lots of talk, but, you got to take some of those opportunities. You think guys open, you got to take a chance. It could be a goal.
Here's Matt Beers getting hounded. He lost the ball. Panther City comes up with it. Beers gives them so many different options. He can play both sides of the floor, and Saskatchewan loves that. And now Panther City coughs it up. And they'll set things up with Matthews on the near side. Tied a season high 6 points versus Panther City in game 1 between the two. 2 goals, 4 assists. Shot no. And DeMood doing a good job in the net so far. Hutchinson. Go near side. Dodds back on top. Tracy Kolosky says we've got to move better side to side offense.
Oh. Yeah, I thought Malcolm was going to be good coming off that pick. Just a little too physical.
And it'll go the other way. First 4.5 minutes just about gone by here in the opening quarter. Glad you're with us tonight. Panther City closing out a 4-game homestand, trying to make it 2 in a row and keep those playoff hopes alive. Talk about a defense collapsing. They did on Paulus.
Good physical defense right there.
Paulus hasn't played since January the 8th, and boy, he got 3 Panther City players right on top of him when he got close to the goal. Caputo, far side. Back to Caputo. He'll have a big shot. No. Kick save by Penny. Shot clock reset. Panther City's got it again. Thompson. Patrick Dodds, who went to my broadcast partner, same high school as him.
Yeah, I talked to our high school coach earlier this week. He didn't have a whole lot to say. Just a hardworking kid. Preferred playing box lacrosse over field, not going the NCAA route, but just a good hardworking kid. He got where he was, not by being loud and getting a bunch of attention, but just doing what he needs to do quietly, getting better every day.
Well, we know how hard he has worked here, and Tracy Koleski telling us he is not satisfied where he is right now. He's a student of the game. Here's Dodds again. Dodds looks, has to give it up. Quick shot. Blocked before it gets to the goal. They tried to scoop it in. Shot clock at 7. Panther City still got to do something with it, and they lost it. Medeiros just couldn't get the handle on it.
Panther City has been doing a good job of getting back. Felt like last week the Rush were able to get a lot of good transition opportunities by one defender flying up the floor and then another guy hitting him after getting a loose ball.
And I think we're going to have an illegal substitution. And with that, we're going to take a break. 9 minutes and 1 second left to play here in the opening quarter. Panther City will have their first power play of the game when we come back. The National Lacrosse League is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate, believe you will. And by NLLshop.com, a Fanatics experience, officially licensed everything. And by BetMGM, the official sports book of the NLL. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly. Let's check in with third member of our team. Here's Maggie Hale.
Thanks, Ron. Last week, we went ahead before the game and highlighted Jeremy Thompson, the veteran. You know, we talked about him and with the origins of lacrosse, but this week, we're talking about his milestones. He comes onto the field facing off against former teammate Mike Messenger, both of them at the face-off before the play starts. But Jeremy Thompson coming in with a little bit of a better win percentage, 51.9. Messenger 51.7. Ron?
You know, you look at Jeremy Thompson, he adds a different element. He's got speed. But Tracy Koleski telling me yesterday, he goes, what I like is his patience out there.
Yeah, he is a...
Dodge with a score! That happened quickly.
Yes.
And we'll be able to take a look at it again, but Patrick Dodds with the goal. That is his 13th of the season.
Looks like a lot of attention got drawn behind the goal. And then just as carrying up, instead of hitting that guy behind, Dodds just found some space and put it inside the pipe right at Penny's hip.
So for the second week in a row, Panther City jumps out to the early lead, courtesy of the rookie, Patrick Dodds. He's going to be a firefighter one of these days, but he has caught fire here in Panther City. Panther City trying to put out a little pressure, shot saved by Penny, and they'll come out of the pack. Penny obviously getting his second start, but talking to head coach Jeff McComb this morning at shoot-around, he said, listen, we got two good goalies. Adam Shute is the other. He said, our players know they've got two guys that can stop the ball.
Yeah, and getting the opportunity to talk to Penny this week, you know, in just a little time with the team, he says they need to watch a lot of film. They can't come into thinking any game's easy. And, you know, their record isn't really indicative of what they are. They've had a lot of one-goal games, and the attitude there is changing.
That'll be a shot clock violation. Another good defensive stand by Panther City. And they will set things up again. Panther City doing a nice job. Malcolm, after giving it up, he'll head to the far side. Dodds again, looking for somebody in the middle. Here's Dodds. Threaded the needle, shot kicked away.
Especially in these larger NLL goals, moving the ball east to west, making the goalie go pipe to pipe, you get a lot more opportunities for open shots.
And that's something that Panther City didn't do the first couple of games of the year. They were settling for that extra shot and a score! That's what you call a good start for Panther City. Will Malcolm with the goal.
Again, as he comes up this corner, he just gets an opportunity to put it 5-hole, making the goalie move pipe to pipe.
Malcolm with those quick feet again. Gets to the goal. That is his 12th of the season. Last two games, he's had 9 assists. This time, he puts it in. And Panther City opens up a 2-0 lead. And again, it'll be Messenger and Thompson on the dot. This time Messenger gets the best. Almost has his helmet taken off. Thompson staying with him, and he pulls it away. Thompson's done a good job getting up loose balls so far this season for Panther City.
Yeah, Mike Messenger's got a great exit on those faceoffs. It's really important those Panther City guys swarm him right away.
And they did do that. Here is Caputo near side. Panther City, you can see this team, the youngest in the NLL, gaining confidence. But talking to the players this morning at shoot-around, none of them believe they're anywhere close to where they should be. And even talking to head coach Jeff McComb of Saskatchewan earlier this morning, he said, listen, we're not satisfied. We're in playoff mode. We need to have intensity because we are better than what we have played this year. And the shot and the score. Matthews with a nice move on the inside, using that big 6'5", 230-pound frame.
Yeah, he's got a big frame, but he can slip underneath there as the defender overplays to get straight across and finish in front, finishing on that far pipe.
You know, you look at this Saskatchewan offense and everything pretty much goes through Matthews, and you can see why. You can't stop him. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
You can see 15th goal of the season, first one tonight, pulls them within one at 2-1. Just past halfway gone here in quarter number one. And again, the faceoff's a big part of it. Panther City comes up with it, throws it away, trying to get it back.
That was tough. It was a good faceoff win for Hossack. He's been doing a great job when Thompson needs a rest.
Garland couldn't come up with it for Saskatchewan, and Panther City will have it with Hossack. Hossack's going to stay in offensively. He's another player that they signaled out yesterday to us and said he's another player hitting his stride. Shot, no, save by Petty. Shot clock reset, but the rush trying to get it. Panther City gets it back. Physicality on the inside. Little 3-on-1.
Just guys all over Malcolm. Hard to maintain possession.
Messenger did a pancake on him. Wrestling, that would have been 2 points for a takedown. Cornwall goes off. They'll set it up again. Matthews near side. It is physical. Littner has to give it up. Back to Matthews. They try to double team him. Knock it away. Shot close up. DeMood took a step up and made the save.
That was a big save. That was good ball movement by the rush, especially moving the ball from threat to threat. Matthews to Keenan to Church. All those guys can shoot.
You know, talking to Steve Toll, defensive coordinator for Panther City, he said, yeah, I like the 75, 78, 80% saves. He goes, I want timely saves like that one. In the corner. Nice defense by Kyle Rubish. He got digged last week. Looked like he hurt one of his shoulder, had to go into the locker room, but he was okay. Did come back in that game and is okay in this game. And Matt Beers had it tied up down low, and we're going to take a timeout. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. We got a good one. Western Conference showdown between Saskatchewan and Panther City. Panther City went up 2-0, but it's now 2-1. 4:53 left to play in the opening quarter. Panther City leading the rush from Saskatchewan 2-1. Get game day ready and shop your favorite team's jerseys and merchandise. Head to NLLshop.com to get all your National Lacrosse League and team gear today. Now the Rush, their best offensive performance this season came against Panther City. They had 10 first half goals, and that is the youngest fan we have in the audience tonight. I want to bring my 2.5-year-old grandson, but he wouldn't sit still.
Looks like Penny was maybe going to go to the bench for a 6-on-5.
Well, he did stay on, and they'll set things up. Keenan up top. Dad was the coach. Shot and a score by Ryan Keenan. Hell, he had 7 points versus Panther City in the first meeting, a goal and 6 assists, and he gets a goal tonight.
Yeah, just time and room. Gets his hands free. Probably looks like he used the defender a little bit to shoot around the screen, but finds a home. Just inside the pipe. Nice little bouncer.
And we are tied up at 2 apiece. Jeremy Thompson back out there for the faceoff along with Messenger. We knew that this was going to be a battle. You see Keenan, 8th goal of the season. Went to the NCAA tournament when he played for Quinnipiac.
Saskatchewan goal scored by number 15.
Shot this time. DeMoot makes the save right off the stick of Cornwall. Cornwall going up against his brother Travis Cornwall tonight.
Yeah, a lot of that rush team is based off of the 1991 Coquitlam area. They beat me a lot growing up. So Church and Jeff Cornwall, lots of really strong players, and I feel like they really use that core, you know, in the NLL. Even Mark Matthews came over when they won a Minto Cup.
Saskatchewan, of course, started out in Edmonton, have won 2 cups since they moved to Saskatoon. Try to make it 3, and they still think they can do it again this year. This time DeMoot steps up, makes the save. Panther City comes out. Once again, the offense seems like it isn't moving quite as good as when they got that 2-0 lead.
Right. It's taking a long time to get all these guys on the floor too. They've already used up almost half their shot clock by the time they get all set.
That's a great point. We got to keep an eye on that. They try to thread it in the middle. Thompson will come up with it. Shot clock at 6. Thompson getting pounded around. Shot clock at 4. Shot on goal. Backside, no. And that'll be a shot clock violation with 3:15 to play in the first. Quickly, here comes Bobby Kidd III. Coach McComb signaling him out earlier today, saying we got lucky with this young man. He's going to be a good player.
I had the opportunity to see him play back when he was in middle school.
His high school coach was a friend of mine, and at the time he said that, yeah, he's going to be a special player.
Second-round pick back in 2020, went to Cleveland State. That's my father's alma mater, as a matter of fact. Panther City trying to get that side-to-side movement. Shot on goal. Penny goes to the knees to make the save. And Rubich gives it up. Both teams make the change. Shatler tries to set the pick. Trying to get something going with Paulus. They lost the ball. Paulus again. Only 3 games played. Hasn't played since January 8th. Trying to get the breakaway. No. Penny there to make the save, and they'll move it ahead.
2-on-1 coming back the other way.
Here comes Bobby Kidd. Oh. Shot, he scores! Bobby Kidd III, his first goal of the season.
That was really tough for Panther City, kind of forcing that and then giving that transition going up the other way. Bobby Kidd had time and room, and even the D guy can find the back of the net.
And Saskatchewan with their first lead of the game after spotting Panther City, a 2-0 lead. And Tracy Koloski telling us yesterday, he said, we can't let it get, you give up 2 goals. You can't let them give 3, 4, and 5. So they've kind of fallen into the trap he did not want to have happen.
Yeah, it's definitely a game of runs. Hopefully Panther City can do something with this possession here.
Inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first. Panther City, though, has the ability to score and score quickly. Dodge tries to snake his way up. He's got it. Looks. Knocked away. Good job by Connor McClellan getting the stick up. He was one of those players, McClellan. They loved him when he was in camp. He got his first goal of the year against Panther City back on January the 29th. Keenan has to give it up. Nice movement.
Great seal.
By the rush. Keenan has to give it up. Shot, skip, no, kicked away. Shot clock reset. 2 Panther City players, 1 rush. Panther City will come up to it as we have 60 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter.
That's how you win a ball, folks. Under a minute to go in this quarter. Let them hear you forward.
Malcolm sets it up. Thompson. Near side, far side. Looking for an opening shot again. Penny is right there to make the save. Scoops it up. inside of 35, second upcoming. Nice job by Shatler. Shatler will have a story on him a little bit later. He's a proven winner. He's one of those players that thinks about others before himself. Outstanding story. Tried to feed it on the inside, knocked away. Courier was right on the doorstep. Shot clock at 5. No, bodies going everywhere. And that was a major collision right in front.
That was a great off-ball cut. Sneaking around the crease, just couldn't connect the pass.
And it looks like Courier, he has to go off limping. And we're going to have a timeout with 10.3 to play in the quarter, and the officials are going to come over and take a look at something on the replay. And all 4 officials huddling up. Maybe they're just taking a break, getting a little water.
Hydration is important.
Glad you're with us tonight again for Panther City. This is the end of a 4-game homestand. This is the second of 3 meetings. The last meeting will be April the 30th right here inside of Dickies Arena. That'll be the final regular season game for Panther City, and it is a timeout called, we are told. See Kyle Rubish there, the 33-year-old. He'll be a free agent at the end of the year. Tracy Koluski, the Hall of Fame coach. And I was telling you, coming to shoot around is hysterical for Panther City. Koluski's got his shorts on, and he's out there, and he's competing with these guys. He looks like he can still play.
Yeah, you don't earn his resume without being a competitor.
His former players say that he is the most competitive person they've ever met. Panther City has pulled their goalie, so DeMood is on the bench. They're going to go a little 6-on-5 here for the final 10.3. This is when Panther City has to come up. Coaches say we've got to do better with these 6-on-5. Didn't do a good job last week. Shot high to the right. And that's going to do it. Quarter number 1 is in the books. Panther City took a 2-0 lead on goals by Dodds and Malcolm. But Matthews, Keenan, and Kidd came right back for Saskatchewan, and it's 3-2 at the end of the first.
Welcome back to Dickies Arena. Saskatchewan Rush up 3-2 over the home team Panther City. But I want to talk about that goalie, Eric Penny, coming into tonight's game. He needed 12 more saves to reach 2,000 in his career. Well, right now, guys, we're watching history because he's only 3 saves away. Ron?
I'll tell you, he was brought in to make saves. And that sounds simplistic. And when I was talking to Jeff McCombs today, he said, we knew this guy could be what we needed. That was kind of the missing piece they felt.
Yeah, goalies are hard to come by in this league. It's surprising that a guy can come in with this good of numbers, and he was a backup in Philly.
Coach McCombs saying, listen, he's a veteran guy. He started in the NLL, came from Philadelphia. He was originally drafted from Buffalo, but a big-time addition for this team.
Second quarter is underway. Let's get it back. Purple and black.
And Saskatchewan, 3 goals in a row. Panther City, little 2-on-1. Shot.
Oh.
Score!
It's a great way to take advantage transition right there, right out of the hop.
That's the way you do it. Foley nails it.
A big ground ball in the middle of the floor. Burns is able to edge out his guy, giving Patrick Foley lots of time and room to finish.
And one of the things that they talked about, Tracy Koluski talked about our resiliency. And they showed it there.
Yeah, the box lacrosse can definitely be a game of runs. Just because one's going doesn't mean one can't come back the other way.
Well, now Adam Shute is in between the pipes now for Saskatchewan.
The goal was unassisted. Time to goal 14:41 in the second quarter.
Nope, we take that back. Thought they were going to make a change. Well, Foley ties things up at 3. Panther City will go back on the offensive attack. Good shot, save. And here comes Matt Beers. Beers will go off. He's one of the players and one of the leaders of this team. Good job defensively. That's something that Panther City did well last week. Wouldn't let anybody get in the crease.
These are some big ground balls in transition. Or sorry, loose balls in transition. Panther City needs to take advantage of these opportunities.
And they did score! Panther City taking advantage of it, and Trottier, he gets his first goal of the year.
That's a big goal for him. You can see the smile here, ear to ear.
And we'll take a look at it again. Perfect pass, Trottier right on the doorstep. So Panther City takes the lead 4-3. We have played just about a minute and a half here in quarter number 2. Boy, when you're getting some production from unexpected players, that's a big thing. Because Trottier, he's missed a couple of games. He's been a healthy scratch.
Yeah, the offense always enjoys it when the defense can chip in a couple.
Trottier, the rookie. The big rookie, 6'4", 215. And now Panther City regaining the lead, 2 in a row. And they'll set things up again offensively. Quickly up ahead to Medeiros. Josh Medeiros in his second year. And a goal versus Saskatchewan in the first meeting between these two teams. Pass a little bit too high, kind of an unforced error.
Yeah, they're going to have to tighten in some of these sloppy passes. Got to make every possession count.
Saskatchewan on the offense. Courier got dinged up earlier. Seems to be okay now. Looking, shot, block. This time shot wide. Shot clock did not reset. 4 to shoot. Trying to get something. Matthews, no. And that'll be a shot clock violation. We'll go the other way with it.
We should make sure Patton gets the save recorded on the stat book there.
And here comes Panther City again. To Malcolm. Malcolm gives it up. Looking for something in the middle. The pick is going to be set. The rush, nice job breaking up the pick. Thompson left side, looks. Shot, no. Rush have it. They will move it quickly ahead with Matt Beers. Matt Beers, great pass ahead, and a goal.
Yeah, that was the transition I was talking about. The rush gets very organized as far as getting a guy upfield or to the bench early so that they can get one pass and look for a guy streaking for a breakaway.
Look at it again, break it down for us.
Yeah, giving Mark Matthews that much time and space, it should be a guaranteed goal, and it's really hard for the Panther City to find a way to get back when the rush are taken off for the bench right away.
Oh, that's Matthews' second goal of the evening. Tied a season high with 6 points against Panther City in the first meeting between these two teams. Had a couple of goals and 4 assists in that contest. And all of a sudden we are tied up again, this time at 4. Panther City prides themselves in their defense, but they've given up a couple of ones that I think Tracy Koluski is going to have to take a look at on film tomorrow. Break that down. Shot. Score! Rifling it in from the left side, Dean Farrell.
That's some good ball movement, but again, we've seen a lot of strong outside shots. Guys that have time and space to get their hands free, get a read, especially putting it right inside the pipe like that.
And Panther City regains the advantage at 5-4. Dean Farrell, his second goal of the season. And they brought him on board because they thought he could add a little bit of scoring punch. This is only his 3rd game for Panther City. You can see 2nd goal of the season. Kind of like this back and forth, huh?
Yeah.
And the face-off again. Messenger and Thompson. Boy, Messenger is so good on the dot.
Looked like that was Hosick out there.
Or Hosick, I mean. Quick fighting, trying to get it on the inside. Panther City with the lead and the ball. 14 shots for Panther City, 11 for the Rush so far in this ball game.
That last goal is something as coaches we love to show. Shooting at the hips is great. When goalies step across, their foot gets there first, their shoulders aren't always there. It's...
You see the 2nd quarter goals, already 4 scored. Thompson up top, shot clock is going to run out. They've got 2 to put it on goal. They do? No. Nice job by Penny making the save.
These guys do a great job of making every second of that shot clock count. There may only be 2 seconds left, but if they get a good cut and a great scoring opportunity, they're going to do it.
Well, they did get a good cut. Littner has to go behind the goal. Trying to set things up right on the doorstep again. Littner can't get it. Shot clock didn't reset. It's at 7. Fighting on the near side, just battling is Liam Burns. Burns goes, I'm just going to take your stick, Keenan, and throw it away. That'll be a shot clock violation. That's one way how to keep a guy from scoring.
Oh, might have a little bit toss-up.
Nope, we may have a little dropping of the gloves here. We told you in the 1st quarter that the coaches were telling us somebody may be dropping a glove tonight.
Teams in this situation are going to do anything to give their team an edge.
And they were. Chad Cummings was right in the middle of that. He's one of those impact players. Cummings, the captain of this team. Well, it's calmed down. 9:53 to play in a half. Panther City leads by 1. Welcome back. 9:53 to play in the half. And there's a penalty on Panther City.
Penalties both ways, but we're still playing 5-on-5.
So they'll still play 5-on-5.
No surprise after that tussle up and no real instigation. Might as well take both.
It's kind of like giving double technicals in basketball. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're not going to let this get out of hand.
Just a quick reminder, balls can't exit the field of play at any time.
And Saskatchewan will have it. Shot clock back at 30. Near side, Church. Church looking. Church being hounded. Now he cuts straight inside, looking for the rebound, not able to get it. Scooped up, Panther City with numbers if they hurry. And they're going to wisely hold it up. Good job by Foley.
Talk about timely saves. That was a nice play by the Saskatchewan Rush, and I don't think Demude could really see that shot coming.
Near side, Panther City. Shot low. Penny sits on it. That is his 2,000th save in his career. Came in needing 12. That was his 12th save tonight for Eric Penny. That's quite a milestone.
Definitely.
Here is Church looking for an opening. Spins around, no place to go. Shot clock inside of 10. Shot Demude right there to make the save. And they get a fresh 30. Ball rolls over.
Great ball movement. Demude getting back over to his pipe, and Palace just couldn't get out of his stick fast enough.
I tell you, Demude again has done a nice job. And it goes back really to the San Diego game. Tracy Koloski was not able to be on the bench. He was in COVID protocol, watching on TV. Even though they lost, he thought Nicky did a pretty good job in a number of areas. They talked on the phone after the game, gave him some pointers, and nobody was more disappointed in his performance than Demude. But that seemed to be almost a turning point for him.
Yeah, ever since then, he's really held on to that starting job.
Last game again against Vancouver, 39 saves, 80% was his save percentage. Saskatchewan, low shot, no. Panther City looking to push it quickly. Sellers moves it up ahead. Thompson cuts to the middle. One of the things he does so well, shot no. Over the head of Thompson, can't get it. The Rush will have it with 7.5 to play here in the opening half. Long shot rifled by Bobby Kidd III.
After getting that last one, he was feeling it.
He wants another. He likes the taste of that. Now Beers will set it up. Beers will run off. Back on offense. Near side, Church. Church working that left side. Now he cuts to the middle, gets the pick set for him. Shot wide right. Shot no. Oh, goal snuck in the right side of Damoud. I don't know how that even found the opening.
Yeah, that was tough for the Panther City defense. Robert Church sweeping across. That draws a lot of attention, and then 2 passes away, finding a guy wide open on the back fight.
Take a look at it again. Just great passing, and the shot is there.
It's great ball movement and a great quick stick by Josh Courier.
And the goal on Courier, that is his 5th of the season. And we are tied at 5 apiece. Tell you, this is the kind of shootout we thought would happen. Both teams fighting for their lives. Both teams talking about the sense of urgency, being in that playoff mode. Both teams also playing with some confidence. After last week, both posting wins. Nice job defensively by Messenger.
Good job, Malcolm, holding on to that as Messenger commits penalty.
And Messenger is going to go to the box. This will be the 2nd penalty. Actually the 3rd, but 2nd where Panther City will have a man advantage.
Hang on to that. Hang on to that.
And Messenger will have to sit.
Holding.
Oh, Grennan's going as well.
Oh, Grennan is going as well.
Holding the stick. White ball.
So again, both teams getting penalties.
And we've still got some 5-on-5 lacrosse here. I didn't see what Grennan did. Must have been after the fact. That's why Rush is maintaining possession here.
You know, watching Grennan this season, he is a little bit of a feisty guy. He is not afraid. No penalties the last 3 games. He got a couple penalties early on in the season. Hasn't done it since. Now he's in the box. Still 5-on-5, 6:20 to play in the half.
Yeah, Grennan's got some great energy. We were lucky enough to have him at the Junior Panther City tryouts this past weekend. And he's tons of energy, lots of coaching points. It looks like everything he does at full speed.
You know, and it's great that because you're involved in that also, along with Dalton Jernigan's usually up in the booth with us. But the 3 players that actually live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, they're very involved in the community.
Yeah, it was great having Will and Phil. They've been seen out coaching kids, doing a lot of different things, and then having Jeremy Thompson, he's always a treat. Lots of great life experience, and a great mentor for a lot of these young players.
Malcolm tries to bounce it in. Save is made. And we'll go the other way with him. Seesaw battle here inside of Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. Glad you're with us. Shot across the body. Can't find the net. Nice job by Littner. Played his college lacrosse at Cornell. Both players were in the box because of holding, they're calling it. And again, setting things up. Travis Cornwall gives it up. Hangs on to it. Hutchinson. Dylan Hutchinson getting a little playing time, the rookie. Shot from the right side, right into the pads of Penny.
And you could see on that last possession, just with time winding down, Panther City kept their 5th guy at the bench. Just don't want to give up transition going the other way.
Good first half. Coaches probably don't like it because of the defense. Here's Church. Looking, sees wide open. Great save inside. Shot, score by Littner. Outstanding passing by Saskatchewan.
Yeah, defensively, you just got to keep Robert Church in front of you. If he shoots around you, that's going to be on Demood. But chasing stick there, he tucks it past Medeiros, and then that ball movement, just Panther City can't recover fast enough.
Again, we talked about it. Everything starts with Matthews. And look at it again.
Yeah, Church getting it across, and then looks like that's
Lintner.
Lintner with the finish. Yeah, Demood, I mean, outside of being a gymnast and doing the splits, I don't know how he was going to make it to that far pipe.
Lintner, the 29-year-old, had a hat trick in the Vancouver game. That's his 14th goal of the season. He has 5 power play goals this season. And again, the Rush score again.
Yeah, I said it before. Mike Messenger is the real deal for potentially being transition player of the year. If you can just win the face-off to yourself, run down the floor, no one slides to you, and find a finish. He can do it all if he needs to.
So all of a sudden, the Rush with a 2-goal advantage. Look at Messenger again. Fakes left, goes right over the left shoulder of Demood. Just the way he moves the stick. For those novices here in North Texas area, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Messenger and Thompson again in the middle, and all of a sudden, Saskatchewan, that trailed 2-0 early in the game, they lead now by 2. On the break, shot, no, golden opportunity. Nice feed from Messenger again.
Yeah, that was a great 2-on-1, great opportunity to score. Panther City, you know, that's a tough goal to come back from, getting 3 straight like that.
Well, let's see the resiliency of this Panther City team that they showed last week. Shot by Church. Demood gets the panther. And again, they'll set it up. Closing in on 3.5. Demood goes to the knees. Nice save. And with that, we're going to take a timeout. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in the half. The Rush have come alive. They lead Panther City 7-5. There's still time to play for your chance to win $10,000 weekly with NLL Pick'em. Register and play for free at NLLpick'em.com. Now, we've talked a lot about Dan Lintner today. He does have the goal, but he also got a little dinged up. Let's see how he did it. Like you said, little acrobatic shot. Did he get kicked? Yeah, he seemed to have gotten dinged up on that. You can see him grimace a little bit. He went over to the bench, and he's getting worked up.
Yeah, it's turf and it's green, but it's not that soft.
No, it isn't. And Lintner is up, and he looks pretty good. So now the Panther City, 3 straight goals by the Rush. 3:35 to play in the half. Panther City's got to get something going offensively. Caputo cuts down. They wanted to deny the Rush the space. They talked about cross-checking, aggressive on the ball, and for the most part they have. But here in the second, they've lost a little bit of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, defensively, they got to keep bringing some pressure, especially when there's longer subs like this.
Courier near side tries to make a move, being hounded. Shot clock at 7. Tried to dish it inside. Panther City will have it. And they've got 2:55 to work with. Kosick runs off. They'll set up the offense. Need to get something going. Here's Malcolm giving it up.
Grennan and Malcolm have done a great job of just playing opposite each other. Either guy can set a pick for either guy can shoot and finish.
Medeiros scores. Well, that's a way to show resiliency. Check that. Grennan on the goal.
Yeah, we've been seeing this all season. Grennan and Malcolm can set picks for each other. Either one, when they get the opportunity, they can finish inside.
So Grennan coming up with a goal. That's one of those that was much needed. Grennan, the rookie, Had a season high 4 points versus Vancouver, a goal and 3 assists. That's his 9th goal of the season. And Panther City pulls within 1. Final 2.5 minutes here in the opening half.
It's a big face-off win, too, by Jeremy Thompson right there. Mike Messenger has been doing some serious damage with the face-off X.
Well, you talk about Nathan Brennan, what he's doing in the community. Now he's doing it on the field. Much needed. All of a sudden, new life for Panther City. Shot and score! Cam Milligan. Didn't play last week, activated for this game.
Yeah, it seems like Panther City's been finding a way, those outside shots. I believe that was off stick side.
Well, they brought Milligan in mainly a couple of weeks ago just to improve the power play and run the point on that. But he is so active, he can score. That's his 4th goal of the season, considering he's only played a couple of games. And all of a sudden, we're tied again at 7. Final 2 minutes upcoming.
Like we said, game of runs. Jeremy Thompson with another big face-off win there.
Thompson, he was really the catalyst last week in that big Panther City win, their first home win of the season. Panther City trying to get more. Malcolm can't get it. We got a breakaway. Panther City trying to catch up. Shot on goal. DeMood, nice job knocking it away. Dilks looked like he had a wide open, and we're going to have a penalty called. That's going to be a hold.
Yeah, Ryan Dilks, a name you don't hear a lot. Quiet defenseman, does his job, doesn't really stand out. Would have been a nice chance to finish that and step in the limelight.
Holding.
Well, Panther City is going to go in the penalty box. Well, Panther City 10th in the league in power play kills, just about 55%. Now they're going to have to try to kill this. And this may carry over. Shot, no. Looked like it was going to go in. DeMood got a piece of it, hit the top of the pipe. Looked like it was going to dribble back in, and it didn't. There's about an 18-second difference. Penalty and game clock shot. DeMood right on the doorstep.
Yeah, you can see Milligan just climbing all over him. As soon as Dilks gets that ball, he just doesn't want to give up a goal going the other way.
Minute and a half left in the penalty, minute and 9 left in the quarter. Goes up in the stands, and the Rush will have it. Beers goes off, they set up the offense. Panther City trying to tighten up the defense. Keep an eye on Church on the near side. Church looks, shoots, scores!
Yeah, Church hasn't been quite the force he was last game, but he can still put him in.
Church rifling it in.
It's a nice off-ball screen. Mark Matthews being a threat. Kind of the defense jumping to that lefty side, and then Church coming off of the weak side with his hands free and a little bit of time. Bounce that 5-hole.
15 goals already scored in this game. Church scores with 48.7 left in the half, his 22nd goal of the season. He has a lethal shot, and he's so athletic.
Saskatchewan goals scored by number 17, Robert Church. He assists number 42, Mark Matthews.
Now Saskatchewan coughs it up. 3-on-2. Panthers City will hold it up. Cornwall decides to pull it back out. Inside of 30 seconds to play in the opening half. High scoring opening half. Dodds tries to cut to the left side. Here's Malcolm. Malcolm gives it up. Shot right into the pads of Penny. And I think we're going to have a timeout. Coming up on the Guaranteed Halftime Report, we'll take a look at the NLL plays of the month. We'll check all the scores, including a couple of games that were played last night. Plus, we'll break down the first half. We'll have pictures in color and some numbers all coming up on the Guaranteed Halftime Report. Well, 12.9, a timeout's going to be called. And those are good timeouts.
Yep. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, draw something up, 12 seconds left, go for one shot. I wouldn't be surprised to see the goalie leave the cage.
You see head coach Jeff McComb was alongside Derek Keenan for a number of years. Tracy Koluski, 14 seasons, nearly 400 goals. And when he took over this team, he said, I want coachable guys. That was his #1 priority in forming this team, along with general manager Bob Hamley.
Yeah, it's a very competitive league. You can see from this game, I mean, there's been very few blowouts.
You saw defensive coach Steve Toll just emphatically trying to coach up guys on the sideline, and he did that so well last week. And one of the things that Panther City showed last week, even when they gave up goals, you didn't see any shoulder slumps and guys with their heads down. Here we go, final 12.9.
Yep, 6-on-5. They're just waiting for one shot.
Again, Church on the near side. Look inside, shot just rifled away. Courier can't get it, and that's the way the first half will come to an end. So we've traded goals, we had a little fisticuffs, and we had a lot of excitement. First quarter is in the books. Thoughts on the first quarter?
Yeah, I don't think either team's going to be unhappy. I think, you know, offensively 8-7, we've seen a lot of goals. Guys are starting to get their rhythm. A couple of passes that could get cleaned up for sure. But really excited to see how the second half goes.
Maggie Hale standing by now with Mark Matthews.
All right, Mark, before this game, you were on track for another milestone. You're third in the third consecutive week. You just hit it, 500 assists. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's pretty cool, but it really doesn't mean anything. We can't get a win.
And tonight we're seeing a lot of aggression out here on the field. Talk to me a little bit about that. Where did that come from?
Yeah, we're just we're a team that needs to win right now, so we're playing desperate, and you know that means a little bit of grit. Then that's what we need to do.
Good game ahead, Ron.
All right, in 2019, he had his 5th 100-point season, second person in history to do that. Matthews goes off. His team leads 8-7. Coming up on the other side of the break, we'll begin the guaranteed halftime report. Stay with us from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Welcome to the Guaranteed Rate Halftime Report. 8-7 is our score at intermission. The Rush on top of Panther City. As we enter the month of March, let's take a look back at the top plays from the month of February.
What a highlight reel save from Dylan Ward. There's a rare turnover, and off to the races are the Roughlinks. It's Courier. Courier might have a step all the way in. Takes the shot and scores. Zach Courier goes coast to coast, and we're tied 7-7.
Fed in front, Nanticoke. Knocked down to the ground, shoots and scores! Tehoga Nanticoke with a highlight reel goal.
I mean, at some point you just run out of superlatives for Tehoga Nanticoke.
Maybe he's getting something fixed with his equipment.
Oh, what a save! Warren Hill called Prime Stoppers. My goodness, the save of the night by the King of the Hill.
Big smile from Warren Hill.
3.
Claire, hands free, Stotts hesitates, Stotts behind the back, and he scores! Oh my goodness, Austin Stotts. It does not get better than this. It really doesn't. Sit back and enjoy it.
2.
Peterson, little swim move, passes it to Bougie. Out in front, hitting the legs, they score! Stephen Keel calls Sports Center, because that is going to make the highlight reel tonight.
Stephen Keel, are you kidding me? Just a absolutely disgusting finish.
1.
Clothesline takedown, yeah.
Okay.
Give and go shot. Whoa, what a save by Herkley. Are you kidding me? Look at this shot, Randy.
Oh, it's a great feed from Byrne over to Nanticoke, and Hartley just stretching with the right arm.
Welcome back to the Guaranteed Halftime Report. Let's review some scores from around the league. Brought to you by BetMGM, the official sportsbook of the NLL. Yesterday, it was Georgia over the Rochester Knights 17-16 in overtime. San Diego took care of Calgary 9-4. And today, you see some of the scores. Halifax, half a game back of Buffalo in the East starting the night. They defeat Vancouver, Toronto, and the Riptide, and Buffalo and Albany. And of course, our score. We'll be back with more of the Guaranteed Halftime Report right after this. Welcome back to the Guaranteed Halftime Report. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Panther City jumping out to a 2-0 lead in that opening quarter.
Yeah, you see, Ron, in these goals, ball movement's key. Getting pipe to pipe, getting inside. We've seen some outside shots, transition. We've seen it all. These teams are scoring every different way. There's not one specific thing they need to clean up offensively or defensively. They got to keep getting different opportunities every way that they can.
I don't think either coach is really pleased with the second quarter. 10 goals between the two teams, and you were seesawing, everybody taking a chance at the lead. But then you have wide open shots like this. That's just rifled in by Mark Matthews. And then that goal. And every time Panther City looked like they were getting better on defense, the Rush did something like this.
Yeah, that's just a dunk. That's just great ball movement. I don't really know what you can expect DeMude to do.
And Littner just had a great shot at it. They wanted to add one more, and they do.
Yeah, Mike Messenger is a one-man wrecking crew. He can win the face-off, take it down himself, and finish.
And Panther City tried to come back. Nathan Grennan with the goal. That is his 9th goal of the season. And here are the numbers. What stands out to you?
I think face-offs, like we talked about, both teams came off of a dominating performance. Could they repeat, or will they be well matched like they are? Split right down the middle.
No power plays, 101 Panther City, 0-1 Saskatchewan. But we still have a lot of time left. Whole second half coming up on the other side of the break. This has been the Guaranteed Halftime Report. Welcome back inside Dickies Arena. Beautiful Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. And of course, coming up in May, it'll be Paul McCartney coming inside of this arena. Along with Kieran and Lemming, I'm Ron Thulin. Good to have you with us tonight. One of the things that Panther City said coming into the game, and we were just told at halftime, what they were talking about in the locker room, you've got to limit the Rush's runs.
Yeah, we talked about Nick DeMude and timely saves. He's done a decent job right now, but if they can retaliate on the offensive end and keep doing what they're doing, keep this level or at least pull ahead.
Well, coach is telling us yesterday before last week, they were too easy to play against. Maggie Hale is standing by now with head coach Tracy Koluski.
All right, Coach, both teams right now have a combined 15 points. What is the team going to do to stop Saskatchewan's run?
We just got to tighten up on defense. Obviously, there's a very talented offensive group. We know that. We know we had our hands full. Identify a couple of things, which you did at halftime, and help Mickey out a little bit.
All right, thanks, Coach. Ron?
TK was very adamant when we were talking about his defense. He said, if you want to stay in the lineup for me, you got to cross-check. At times, we saw a lot of cross-checking, but at times they didn't, and that gave the Rush some pretty open looks.
Yeah, this Rush looks like kind of the Rush of old that won championships.
Right. 2 championships they won, the Rush have. Now Panther City is going to try to do something that they haven't been able to do this year. They're 0-4 when they trail at halftime, and I love looking down at Messenger and Jeremy Thompson. Looks like it's 2 old friends having a meeting. They did have 3 titles, by the way, but it's 2 when they were in Saskatoon. I mean, these 2 guys down there chatting like old buds, yeah. Which they are. I don't mean to call Jeremy Thompson old. Thompson again, nice job trying to keep it alive, and he does. Thompson has meant so much to this team. Signing him was one of the top priorities for Panther City. He calls this season a new chapter in his life.
Yeah, not only is he producing on the floor, he's also a great mentor for a lot of these young players. Patrick Dodd, so many rookies. It's a great mentor to have.
And the turnover, here come the rush. And boy, there are bodies all over the floor right now. Quick shot on Damoud, high off to the left side. Corbeil had a good look at it, couldn't put it away. And now Panther City trying to get their swag back on offense, trailing 8-7. Milligan a goal already tonight. Shot, score!
That's a great way to start the half.
Will Malcolm rifling it right past Eric Penny.
Will Malcolm does a great job hiding his hands, taking checks from the defender, and then stepping back and letting it fly. Just picking that far bottom pipe.
And we are tied up again as Malcolm gets his second goal of the evening. Didn't take long, 54 seconds into quarter number 3.
Talk about runs. Let's see if Panther City can start one here.
Exactly. You know, in any sport, you always want to end a quarter on a high note and open a quarter on a high note. Coaches talk about that all the time. Sets the tone a lot. Here is Thompson. He's going to give it off, get a little rest. On the near side, Caputo. Back to Caputo. Plenty of time on the shot clock at 10. Dodds, no place to go. Good defense by the rush. 5 to shoot. Going to have to get it off. Penny just wipes it away. And here come the rush. Rubish gives it up. He will go off. Offense sets up. Matthews near side. Matthews using his size, rifles it, and Damoud is right there.
That was a great pick. He had lots of time with his hands free to try to finish that.
I thought that was going to be a goal. Matthews again. Trying to get the pass right in the middle. They still have it. Lost it. Panther City is fighting for it. Church comes up with a loose ball. Shot, good opportunity.
Great job, Damoud, staying tight to that pipe. Not only do you have to be ready for outside shots, you got to be able to drop in and get tight to that pipe when guys go for dunks.
Patton, good job picking up the loose ball. They'll set it up. Hutchison. Wait for the rest of the offense to come on. Near side, Milligan. Far side gives it up. Not a good offensive possession for Panther City. They're just going to take a whack at it. Thompson overran it. Shot clock was going to go off anyway.
Thought Jeremy Thompson was going to make something happen there. Those plays you just don't quit on. Never know what could happen.
Jeremy Thompson hasn't quit on any plays this season.
I don't think he knows what that word means.
I don't think he does either. He has been very impressive to watch from a team standpoint, also from a fan standpoint. 7 to shoot for the rush. Trying to get something. Church rifles it in. No, here comes Panther City on the run. Got a chance for a 3-on-2, and they're going to hold it up. Good job by Dodds getting onto the floor quickly.
Yeah, no surprise they didn't force that one. After last time that happened, it ended up being 2-on-1 the other way, and they paid for it.
Here is Dodds, waits for the pick. His shot wide to the left. Shot clock didn't reset. 5 to shoot. Malcolm lost it. Here comes Messenger. Messenger gives it up. Garland shoots. No. Nice job. Damoud goes to the knees. 25 shots on goal for Panther City. 29 for the rush so far. Thompson comes up with a little right forearm shiver. Looking for some space. He shoots. Nice job by Penny. I think that's that spirit we just talked about with Thompson. He took the big hit, reset, and let it go. Bobby Kidd gives it up.
If they could clone Thompson, have him play an offense, facing off, both ends of the floor, I think that would be a pretty good team.
Good offensive possession so far for the rush. Trying to set things up on top. Rifle in the shot by Matthews. No. Still have it. Shot clock reset. On the doorstep. Can't finish. Probably going to be a penalty.
Just possession.
Just possession. I wasn't sure if they're going to get Medeiros. He had a heck of a hit. And the Rush retained possession. There's that defense we saw last week.
Yep.
A lot of the hitting, just not letting guys get any kind of an opening.
Especially on guys like Robert Church. He can be so slow and methodical and then just put it right past you.
Panther City comes up with it. They've got the breakaway. Penny stopped 2 last week.
Oh.
Not this time.
This is great for Panther City. In crucial moments, you can have D guys that push transition and put them in the back of the net as well. Medeiros throws a little fake, and it looks like he twisters to the 5-hole. Again, talking about runs, this is how they wanted to start the half.
Well, Medeiros had a goal against Saskatchewan earlier this season. He gets his 5th tonight. And Panther City again being resilient, regaining the advantage. I have always believed and was told a long time ago, but by one of the Hall of Fame coaches in the NBA, Lenny Wilkins, teams take on the personality of their coach. I think we're seeing that happen with Panther City.
Guys definitely recognize when Coach Gillespie wants to, make bets. Who can hit this shot? Who can do what? Got to compete in everything you do.
And now Panther City wants to add to that, leading by 1. Seesaw game so far. On the doorstep, shot, score, Will Malcolm.
Malcolm does an excellent job getting underneath and finishing in front. Defensemen always want to take away the middle of the floor. If you can sneak underneath, tuck it, especially reaching that far side.
Malcolm has the hat trick. He is so quick with his feet, one of the fastest not only on this team but in the league. So last 2 games he's got 5, or a total I should say of 12 points. And we're going to have a goalie switch. Adam Schutt's going to come in. Eric Penny's going to go out. Schutt played against Panther City in the first meeting between these 2 teams, had 32 saves and only gave up 7 goals. They're going to give him another opportunity as Messenger wins the faceoff.
That's going to be a big deal on the Panther City bench. A guy with some great stats, getting him pulled. Hopefully they can keep this going.
Adam Schutt, 77% save percentage, 78 goals against, 9.78 goals against average. So now he is between the pipes. Panther City coming up with a 2-goal advantage. A lot of time left here in the 3rd. Shetler gives it up. Kicks it out left side. Shot clock didn't reset. Shot clock inside of 5, and Panther City will come out of the pack. Hutchison gives it up to the trailer.
It's a tough possession to follow up with. Rush want to get some quality opportunities. Let Panther City know they're not going away.
Shot right into the gut of Schutt. Makes his first save tonight. 27th shot on goal for Panther City. 30 shots on goal for the Rush. Keenan looking, biding his time, looks for an opening, has it rejected. Right in front, great passing by the Rush.
Oh.
Nice job by DeMude.
Just excellent ball movement. It's a shame they couldn't finish on that one.
I tell you, that was pretty, and Shetler will set it up again.
It's always getting nice to get a fresh 30. Keep these D guys. They may have wanted to go take a break.
And a shot and a score to the right side. DeMude looked like he was blocked. Church saw the opening, took it, and scored.
Yeah, keeping those defensemen out when you get a new 30 like that. More opportunities for error as they get a little more tired. Robert Church does an excellent job coming up from the corner. Increasing his angle as he rolls back here. And sneaking it far side. Looks like DeMude just had an off read. Again, as the guy's coming up the floor, you want to be able to follow him. You also kind of want to trail the shooter.
Well, 5 games, 3 or more goals for Robert Church. His high was 5. Had 3 goals in the first meeting between these 2 teams, and now the Rush pull within 1 goal. 7:52 to play here in the third. Important game for both. Both see the second half of the season. They feel confident they still have a shot at the playoffs. Jeff McComb says, we know we just got to get on some kind of a run. Shot no. Thompson came up with a loose ball, floated over to the far side. Shot clock, plenty of time, shot wide to the left.
Can't save that one from over and back.
Nope. Dodge tried to make the save, wasn't able to do it. And we're going to have a timeout. 7 minutes and 19 seconds left to play in the third quarter. We got a good one going on here in Fort Worth. Panther City leads by 1.
Welcome back to Dickies Arena. Your score 10-9, Panther City leading. You know, guys, we've got a lot of good stuff going on the field tonight, but something special about this game. Two brothers, Travis and Jeff Cornwall. And I spoke to Jeff and Travis earlier this week, and they described their relationship as symbiotic more than competitive. They admitted they would much rather be playing on the same side of the field, and they did that previously when they were both on the rush.
Well,
Ron?
How about the NLL? 17 sets of brothers, 8 sets of cousins, and 4 father-son duos. And now you've got the Cornwalls. Both shoot left. Both are about 6'2", 6'3". Both played at Simon Fraser. And they're competitive. There's a shot. Brothers competitive.
Yeah, and they run, at least I know what they did at one time. They have a local club, and I think, you know, they're, again, trying to inspire a new generation within their area.
Of course, Travis Cornwall scored the first Panther City goal in the history of this club. Now Panther City. Shot no. Rebound picked up by Rubish.
Great eat by the defenseman there.
Boy, Kyle Rubish, I thought he took a big hit last week. Seemed to be okay. Up and down this rush lineup, potent offense. Everybody can score. Something that really concerned Panther City coming into the game. Whiff on the shot. Paulus looked like he had an opportunity. Shot wide left.
Man, that ball movement is just in fine form. They just can't find the back of the goal.
And crisp passes. And shot clock continuing to run at 20. They'll set things up with Matthews out front. Needs a little bit of help and gets it.
I think the biggest difference for this rush offense compared to last year is the loss of Ben McIntosh. Talking about another Coquitlam guy, played with Robert Church growing up, just an excellent player, and they've just had to readjust since sending him to Philly.
And it takes a while to readjust. It's not like you just start plugging in guys. You've got to find out everything about each other, and that's what Panther City has gone through as an expansion team. Inside shot and a score, Panther City! Unselfish play by Panther City.
That's a great time for a big goal. It looked like everyone got lulled to sleep with the delayed penalty. Grennan doing a great job saving that loose ball. And then again, Malcolm trying to get to the middle of the floor for a quality finish.
And Malcolm gets his 4th goal of the evening. We've talked a lot about him since the beginning of the year. Came in with 37 points, 11 goals, 26 assists on 62 shots. And he's also active with loose balls. He has done it all this year.
Let's see what...
Oh, we are going to have a penalty. It's going to be a holding penalty. But the goal does stand, 11-9 with 5:37 to play in the third. Officials are saying somebody from the rush, you get to sit in the penalty box.
Yeah, Will Malcolm, one of those players, just plays tough, gets to the middle. That's what you need. You got to finish in front, especially in box lacrosse with big goalies and smaller goals.
Marshall Paulus will go into the penalty box, and Panther City 1 for 1 on the power play in the first half. And I think we're going to be ready.
Replay operator, we need to see 2 replays on the Jumbotron, please.
And now they're going to see it on the Jumbotron, not go over to the penalty box where they usually look at replays.
Yeah, we'll see if Malcolm's, it looks like maybe his knee is what they're going to look at, see if that goes down before the ball crosses the line.
That's interesting because the officials have surrounded the Jumbotron, and this is a big Jumbotron. It's not Jerry's World Texas Stadium big, but it's pretty big, and they're all just staring up at it now. And finally, they run that replay.
Yeah, I feel like over the past couple weeks we've seen a few here where guys' toes are on that white line. It doesn't look like that's the case here, but they definitely want to be sure. And it looks like they got their answer.
And the answer is goal. Will Malcolm's 4th of the game. Panther City has rebounded to take the lead 11-9. 5.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3.
Score a goal and you go on the power play.
This would be huge for Panther City if they can close out this 4-game homestand with a couple of victories. You can see Panther City 12th in power play. They were 11th coming into this game. Up ahead, here come the rush. Garland. Oh, great pass, left side, shot, goal.
I think everybody thought Garland was going to shoot that. Again, great ball movement. I don't know what it is with the rush. Even the D guys can get it cross floor, find the open guy.
When you look at Holden Garland, the 25-year-old, you say he's an underrated transition guy, but watch this pass.
Yeah, I was positive he was going to shoot that. I didn't even see Josh Courier open there. And that's a big goal. They needed that.
So Courier gets the goal. And Josh Courier gets his 6th of the night, 2nd tonight, or 6th of the season, 2nd tonight. And it's an 11-10 game, Panther City on top.
A lot of coaches talk about it in field lacrosse, but especially box lacrosse. Off-ball movement is massive, even in transition.
Well, Courier's first goal tied the score up at 5. This one pulls it within 1. Short-handed goal, too. That hurts. Hollis is going to stay in the penalty box, still 1:17, and Panther City now. One thing that Tracy Koluski and his entire staff have been adamant for the last couple of weeks that we've been talking to him and spending a lot of time with him is giving up shorthanded goals. Unacceptable.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of coaches probably don't practice enough, but being able to corner that ball carrier and double him, not give up a goal going the other way, definitely a little bit of salt in the wound.
Well, Panther City has come back season high 4 goals for Will Malcolm. But it's a 1-goal lead. Take a look at it one more time. And again, this was Garland that really made it. Great pass inside. Face off. The rush had it, lost it. Panther City's got it. Both teams showing resiliency, a word we've used a lot tonight. But both teams able to bounce back from being down 2 and 3 goal deficits.
I mean, Mark Matthews said it at halftime, grit is important. They want to be playoff teams.
Absolutely. Milligan running the point out front. Panther City, 47 seconds left in the power play. And that's going to go all the way down to the end, and Damoud will scoop it up. Power play, 38 left. Here is Milligan again. They brought him in, as we mentioned earlier, for this power play. Said they needed to shore this up. Dodge couldn't get it. Dodge, look, shoots, scores! Patrick Dodge, the rookie.
Panther City's able to be successful again on the power play. Even just that short pass, to the lefty shooter, back to the point to Dodds. Shoot's got to get side to side. And Dodds can take advantage of, as he's still coming across, reaching back to that far side.
They call him a student of the game. He gets his 2nd goal of the evening, and the rookie continues to impress all of us. 14th goal of the season. And the Panther City coach's son, Dan Teet's son, Jeff, wasn't having such a great year. You say it's a slam dunk for Patrick Dodds for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and I would say Reed Bowering here last weekend, he's also making a good case. He's racking up the loose balls.
He was impressive last week.
Yeah, he keeps chipping in goals, and again, just defensively, great.
3.5 to play here in the third. 2-goal advantage. Panther City trying to get their first win of the year against the Rush and their second home win in a row. The ball movement crisp. Matthews.
The Rush offense has a little bit of a pep in their step here.
Panther City, though, just hacking away at Matthews, and he finally coughs it up. Shot clock at 7. Keenan. 7 goals already this quarter. Panther City with 5 of them.
Got a fresh 30 here. The Rush can get organized.
And Keenan's going to wait, try to get things organized. Keenan, the 27-year-old, looking, trying to get knocked off, shot right into the gut of Damoud.
Shatler was doing an excellent job there. You know, a veteran of the league, but he's not above setting picks for his younger teammate.
I'll tell you, if you want to see something entertaining, go to TikTok and see Jeff Shatler and his wife. They do some of the most hysterical TikTok videos I've ever seen. The Harry Potter is my favorite. Shot right side goal, Panther City. Heads up pass, great shot.
Been over here complimenting the Rush ball movement, but Panther City can make a pass too.
We'll take a look at it again.
Yeah, I don't see any way how Shoot could have got across there. The speed of getting the ball across and how fast it got out of his stick.
Just rifling it in. And Dean Farrell gets his 3rd goal of the season and his 2nd one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, at this level, these guys are basically shooting it at each other.
Yeah, exactly. What a great pickup by Bob Henley, the general manager, getting a player like Farrell, get him to come in. He has really had an advantage. But they come right back, shot, score. Jeff Cornwall with the goal.
It's a big goal for the younger brother right there. Take the air out of the arena a little bit.
Just 8 seconds after Farrell gave Panther City a 3-goal advantage.
And that's great. You know, a transition guy, D guy who wants to stay and play. He wants to dive across and make a goal, help put his team in a better position.
Well, he scored his 1st goal of the season against Panther City. That's his 3rd goal of the year, and that was a big one. And I think you're right. It takes the air out of the crowd.
Yeah, I wonder how he feels about that.
Yeah, really. You can see brother watching. Brother Travis Cornwall in his 11th season. He's going, okay, now it's my turn. Maybe I can get a little bit of something on there. And it's a 2-goal advantage as we close it on 2 minutes to play here in the third. I think this is an important final 2 minutes for Panther City. You don't want to give up another easy goal.
Yep.
Panther City comes out of the pack. And they're going to wait for the trade, for the transition of everybody. Patton gives it up. He goes off.
Yeah, that was quick off of that face-off. 2 quick ones. 8 seconds. Oh.
The whip on the far side. Farrell looked like he had a golden opportunity. Shot clock at 5.
Yeah, he was trying to have a replay of his last goal.
Dodds looks, just puts it right into the gut of Penny, and will go the other way with 1:19 to play here in the third. Great shot.
Oh.
Nice job. Damoud puts the right hand up, knocks it away.
Speaking of the replay, it looks like, oh, big pickoff. Looks like Keenan was trying to copy Cornwall's play, but Damoud got across.
And again, I go back to what Steve Toll, defensive coordinator for Panther City. He goes, I want timely saves. That would be considered a timely save. Matthews now on the near side, waiting to get the ball back. He's at the top, got it. Looks, near side, has to give it up. Good job by Panther City, just hounding Keenan.
Hossack just smothering him.
Keenan just gets it into Shatler. Damoud is there for the save with 33.9 to play in the quarter. And we're going to take a timeout. We got a good one. Panther City leading Saskatchewan 13-11. We'll be back. Panther Panther City Lacrosse Club return home on Saturday, March the 26th versus the Colorado Mammoth with the first face-off 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tickets start as low as $21. Get your tickets at PantherCityLAX.com. And this arena is going to be quite busy. The American Athletic Conference has basketball, and the NCAA Regional is going to be played here. That's why Panther City won't come back for a couple of weeks. Final 28 seconds. Panther City will have it.
Let's see what they did with their timeout here. DeMood's still in, so we're 5-on-5, but there's not much time between the quarter and the shot clock.
Actually, it looks like maybe a 2-second difference. Caputo taking his time out front. Dodds gives it up. 4 on the shot clock. Try to get something. Shot wide left. Shot clock will go off. It'll be a final 2 seconds. And the shot, no. Right in to DeMood. Both teams showed resiliency in the third. Dilk's doing a good job, but Panther City will head to the fourth and final quarter, up by 2, 13-11.
Welcome back to Dickies Arena. Panther City up 13-11. Patrick Dodds putting in some great goals today, great assists, some big points. What is his secret? The rookie has been having a stellar rookie season. I asked him what his pregame ritual was. He gave me 3 things: steak and blue Gatorade and baby powder on the stick. Ron, is that not some of the weirdest things you've ever heard?
I put baby powder on my pen up here. I don't want to get blisters. Now, you obviously went to the same high school as Patrick Dodds. Talk about him and also your rituals when you were playing.
Yeah, we didn't overlap, and I haven't been back to an alumni game recently, but no, that is an interesting pregame ritual. I could get behind the steak. Being a D guy, I didn't really care about my sticks too much, but maybe I should have.
Panther City 2-0 when they lead at the end of 3, and Tracy Kelusky a little superstitious. For lunch last week, before they got their first home win, they went to a restaurant in Fort Worth. Kelusky picked up the tab, and they said, okay, Tracy, we're going back again Saturday afternoon. Same restaurant, you're picking up the tab again. This could be an expensive win for TK.
Could be an expensive string of wins.
Yeah, really. Around the back, no. That'll be a shot clock violation. In case you just joined us, Panther City led 3-2 at the end of the first. They trailed 8-7 at the end of the second. Took the lead as we head to the fourth quarter, 13-11. Malcolm, there's that quick feet. Look, shoots, bounces, no, high bounce. Shot clock at 10. Nice move inside, but Shoot comes over to make the save.
Caputo did a good job getting in the middle there. I thought there was going to be some extracurriculars between him and Messenger after the play.
I'm telling you, talking to both coaches and some of the players on both teams today at shoot around, I thought we'd have a little dropping of the gloves.
We still have time.
There you go. Littner shot scores. Dan Littner again.
Again, you see it a lot. Guys getting up the floor to the middle, increasing their angle. That was a nice twister, bringing his hand back in front of his face. Getting that bouncer 5-hole.
So Littner gets his second of the ball game, and he put everything behind that, really wound up and let it fly.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if DeMood could see his hands throughout that windup. Littner did a great job hiding his stick.
15th goal of the season, the pride of Cornell, which means he is a lot smarter than me. I can spell Cornell, that's as far as I go. Panther City comes up with it. Let's see how they can bounce back now. Again, the main topic of conversation over the last couple of days for Panther City, let's not make a 1-goal mistake or a 2-goal mistake turn into 3 and 4.
That was a great forecheck there by Corbeil. Almost didn't get over Nate.
Shot wide to the right. Shot clock did not reset. Panther City fighting for it with Bobby Kidd III, who's had an outstanding game so far tonight. Yeah, continues to dig it away. But the shot clock would be a violation if Panther City got it back, and they didn't. Cummings tried to force it, couldn't do it.
Yeah, a bit of a sloppy possession, but they had their D guys on. They were ready to go.
Church looks for the pick. Heads to the right side, rifles it right into Damoud. Panther City with a little bit of a breakaway. Damoud has faced 35 shots. The rush, 41. Looking, great pass on the inside, maybe a little bit too high, couldn't bring it down. And it'll be the Rush's ball. They quickly move it up ahead to Garland. Already had one great assist tonight. He will hold things up. And they'll set it up. Just about 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Shot, score! Right on the doorstep. And again, looks like it's Littner.
Yeah, it's a simple play, and we talked about it before with Malcolm. Defenders want to overplay. Defenders want to overplay their guy, taking away the middle of the floor. But if you can, especially face dodge, turn your shoulders, sneak underneath, just reach and 5-hole there.
So Littner gets the hat trick. That's his third goal of the night. And we are tied at 13. And it came 1 minute and 39 seconds after his first goal here in the third quarter or fourth quarter. Tied at 13 makes it interesting. Panther City has bounced back a couple of times tonight. Can they do it again? Nice defense by Messenger holding that rush up. But Messenger can be so physical.
He is a big boy.
6'2", 225, every bit of that.
I know he was a high school football player. I'm not sure if he played a little bit of college football at High Point or Limestone.
Will Malcolm lets it go. The save is made. Panther City gets it fresh 30 on the shot clock. Good job keeping it in. And they'll set things up again. Cummings goes off after giving up the ball.
That's a big loose ball by Dean Farrell.
Again, that was also one of the keys. Control the loose ball. And the Rush will come the other way with it. They will spread things up. You can hear Hutchinson yelling, pick him up, pick him up, pick him up. You can hear it all the way up here. Loose ball picked up.
Chance for transition, 3-on-2.
Hasek gives it up. Shot, score!
Another Cornwall goal.
So the Cornwalls making their presence felt tonight.
You can't just let little brother score like that.
No.
That was a great release. Again, don't always think of D guys having good hands, but he just fired it at him and got it off before Shoot could get set.
Well, Jeff Cornwall's got a goal. Now Travis Cornwall, he gets a goal. He had the first goal, Panther City history. He gets that one. Didn't have a point the last 3 games, so that is big for him. And Panther City again up on top. Keep fighting back. A lot of time left in this game.
The assist, number 94, the Haas.
And Hasek got the assist on that last goal.
Time of the goal, 10:36.
Trying to get a little fancy with Paulus. Couldn't get it. Shot clock inside of 8. Panther City just hacking. Nice job. Church lost it. Panther City comes up with it. I like that defensive stand.
That was a big sandwich. I thought Robert Church was going to find a way to sneak through there.
I think he was surprised the way they hit him so hard. That's going to go over the top, and with that, we're going to take a break. 9:46 to play in the ball game. Panther City trying to make it 2 in a row. They lead Saskatchewan 14-13. Panther City leads 14-13. Let's take a look at the Fanatics' turning point of the game. Will Malcolm, a season high, 4 goals, and he got them quickly. Malcolm showing everything tonight in his arsenal.
Yeah, Malcolm's been able to have the hot hand consistently, and it's been big for Panther City in his first year.
Malcolm with 3 goals in the third, and that is our Fanatics' turning point of the game. One of the other great stories for the Rush tonight, that is Jeff Shatler, the 37-year-old who's a proven winner, just like Will Malcolm was there. With more on that, here's Maggie Hale.
Jeff Shatler, an amazing story. He's coming into his 16th season in the NLL, and he's dedicating it to his nephew, who was diagnosed with autism in 2020. If you see him on the floor, you're going to see a bright colored head on his stick, and that's because it's the colors of autism awareness. At the end of the season, guys, he's going to be auctioning off this goal-scoring, game-winning stick. 100% of those proceeds going to pay for his nephew's medical bills. Really speaking to the character of a player's on the floor. Ron?
Absolutely. His story is so deep, going back to when he was growing up, and you and I were talking about it before we went on the air. Jeff Shatler said his parents didn't have a whole lot of money, and he would just keep taping up sticks. He goes, there were places taped on his stick and on everything part that he could hold on to, just so he didn't have to buy a new stick.
Yeah, we were talking about Jeremy Thompson before, but Jeff Shatler's another guy who's a great mentor for young players in this league. Not only, supporting causes like this, but also his Jeff Shatler Academy, working in non-traditional areas with reservations in Canada.
Well, Rubish was right on the doorstep, but Demuth, another good save. 42 shots on goal for the Rush, 36 for Panther City. Panther City clinging to the 1-goal advantage, trying to get a little breathing room. On top, Farrell shot, hard shot, rifled, fresh 30. Panther City almost lost it, came back up with it. Good heads-up play by Patrick Foley, the rookie. Keep an eye on Malcolm, near side, looking for Malcolm. 10 to shoot. Shot a little bit high. Quickly down. Shot, score! Mike Messenger wasting little time.
Yeah, talking about cloning guys, Mike Messenger's another one. He can just do it all himself. Does a great job getting his hands high and then slipping it low in the 5-hole.
And we are tied up again at 14 apiece.
Go coast to coast, score the goal, take the face off.
And Messenger hitting the back of the net a couple of times tonight. Messenger, his second this evening, 6th goal of the season. And again, he is so almost impossible to stop. Member of the 2017 All-Rookie team. Tied up at 14. And Rubish will go off the Rush as we head to the 8-minute mark, get their offense in gear. Church is on the near sides, got it. Sees a little bit of an opening. Closes quickly. Good defense by Panther City, and they'll go the other way.
That's a big stick check. He had a lot of space underneath.
I just saw the seas part when he was heading in. Osick gives it up. Malcolm near side. Malcolm, a big night tonight, a season-high goals. Inside of 10 to shoot. Nice job, Rush. Shot low, knocked away. And the Rush have it. And they will throw it away.
Big tip.
Malcolm looking for a little bit of running room. He's going to wait for the rest of the purple and black jerseys to join him. Oh, unforced.
Unfortunate turnover.
That hurts. See, that's one of the things when you have the youngest team in the league, you're going to have those kind of mistakes. Not an excuse, though.
Not if they want to do what they think they can. Making playoffs. They got to find a way.
Nice quick move by Courier. Courier's got it again. Nice pass inside. Couple of pump fakes by Lintner. DeMood didn't buy any of them. And Panther City will come out of the pack with Dylan Hutchinson.
Talk about another timely save. Looks like those defenders just miscommunicated, doubling the ball there, leaving a guy wide open behind them.
Tell you what, I think DeMood again, this will be about his 4th game in a row that he's played solid. He hasn't won them all, but he still has done a nice job. Malcolm, 2 on the shot clock. That's going to be blocked. That'll be a shot clock violation. No, they're going to say no goal.
To take that away.
No, that was definitely a shot clock violation. It was pretty, but it won't count.
Yeah.
I don't think TK is going to throw his challenge flag. From our vantage point, we were looking right at the shot clock, and it definitely was no goal.
We have conflicting calls by the officials, therefore we will go to automatic review to see if that was a goal.
I know there was a little bit of discussion last week on the challenge. I believe it was when Grennan came across, and you know, guys saying they didn't want to be the one to convince Coach TK to throw the flag.
Well, Caputo did have the goal, but I'm almost positive it's going to be waved off.
Yeah, he seems a little more sure of himself this time.
Yeah. Well, they're going to take a quick look at it. Now, we talked about this top of the show the last time these two teams met. It was a big night for Church, coming up with 7 points. Patrick Dodds had 4 points. But Saskatchewan, 10 first-half goals. They go on to win 16-7. But this is a completely different Panther City team in so many ways than it was back in January.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot more sharing the ball. Looks like Grennan and Dean Farrell have 5 points each.
You got to watch the clock here. See? Yeah, it's definitely. It was at 1 before he even made a move. Should be a pretty simple call.
After review, the shot clock had expired prior to the ball crossing the line. Therefore, we have no goal.
Such a pretty goal. It really hurts to take that one back.
Yes, it does. And Caputo's not going to like it, but it was the correct call.
At least they didn't have to use their challenge flag.
I didn't think he'd use it. I think even TK saw that. It was pretty obvious. And Josh Medeiros now goes on defense. Tied up at 14, 6:15 left in regulation. You gotta be careful. This rush team is so good. Here is Church giving it up. Right smack in the middle. Can't do anything with it. Panther City will come up with it. They won last week's goal in the final 40 seconds.
I know they hope they don't have to do that again.
Tracy Koloski said after the game, they said, how do you feel? He goes, I needed a defibrillator. Malcolm thought he was going to shoot it, held up. Shot clock at 6. Great defense by the Rush. And the shot clock will go off. Rush will have it, 5.5 to play in the ball game.
That was a great possession. It looked like, I think it was Patrick Dodds he's trying to build that chemistry with Caputo. He threw that pass for the roll before Caputo was even looking. And a great pass across the floor, just couldn't connect.
Now the Rush spread things out. Church goes right in the middle, looks to set the pick. Nice quick move by Courier, lost the handle. Panther City's got it. Cornwall looking, holding on to it, tries to get it in the middle, just over the top of the net. And now Saskatchewan with a good opportunity. They bring it over the timeline with Corbeil. His pass. That looked like it could have been a goal.
Yeah. I don't know what it was that they felt confident that they could take that chance. I mean, they had D guys behind them. It wasn't a bad play, but.
And the last breakaway was pretty good. We'll take a look at it one more time with 4:44 to play in the ball game.
Cornwall was on the right side of the floor, and he, brought it across. That backhand pass, he needs to really try to put that on a line just to get it a little sooner before he steps in the crease there.
We've got a timeout. Less than 4:45 to play. We're knotted up at 14 in Dallas. to the sounds of Yukon, Oklahoma's own Garth Brooks playing on the loudspeaker. The Cowboys are here. Will Rogers Coliseum right next door to Dickies Arena. And every week there's some kind of horse, cow, rodeo. Today, goats, I think. I saw them. And something else when you see big horses coming down the street. And there were a lot of them today. But they're enjoying themselves, getting their first taste of lacrosse. That is the quintessential Texan for all of you up in Canada.
I'm probably preferential this night, Wayne.
Well, we are knotted up at 14:35 to play in a ball game. Panther City trying to get something going. Not able to do it. Loose ball picked up by Beers. Gets it up ahead to Dilks. Dilks has done a nice job this evening.
I think I said it before on his goal, but if you have a defender like that you don't notice, you don't talk about, he's probably doing his job.
Exactly. Church this time ventures out a little bit farther. Now he dives down inside. Matthews being hounded. Shot clock at 5. I don't think they're going to get a shot off, and they won't. No, they reset the shot clock.
Yeah, it looks like it went off Damoud's pad there.
And Keenan out front, inside of 4 minutes to play. Shot high, wide right. Rush doing a good job just getting over, trying to get things set up again as Medeiros picks up a loose ball. Medeiros, the rookie, is going to stay in. Oh, shot wide right. 3:25 to play in regulation.
Patrick Dodds did a great job coming off that pick, and Jeremy Thompson wanted it. He had a lane there.
Wasn't able to get it. And again, the Rush setting things up. On the near side, here is Courier. Playing him straight up right now. They almost switched on that, trying to get it inside to Church, a little high on the pass. Panther City will have it inside of 3 to play. Panther City trying to get it on the inside. That's what they have wanted to do all evening. Shot, score! Panther City!
That's a big goal. I'm sure Caputo really wanted that. I was just about to say Patrick Dodds did an excellent job coming through, making a big hole, drawing his defender, giving Caputo some space to come over the top. Throws a pump fake, and I'm not sure if that was 5-hole, but he puts the ball where he wants to and puts it past.
I think it's his first goal of the night, 19th of the season. Had one taken away because it was a shot clock violation, but Caputo bounces right back. And you know, when they traded Ryan Benesh, they were wondering who was going to be the leader, and he and a couple of other guys have taken over that role, but Caputo means a lot to this team, especially on the leadership front. But now 2.5 to play. Panther City by 1. They learned a lot of lessons in last week's tight game. Tracy Kolosky said they made a couple of silly mistakes, especially in the final couple of minutes, and the goalie's going to be pulled.
Yeah.
Shoot heads to the bench.
Looks like Patrick Foley committed a penalty there.
And again, this has been a case with Panther City, committing a penalty with less than 3 minutes to play.
Oh, my mistake. It's like Jeremy Thompson.
Panther City, number 74, 2 minutes, you will go cross check.
Well, that could hurt. So with 2:09 to play, Saskatchewan will go on the power play.
One more time for the penalty kill.
And now this is big for Panther City. Can they kill another penalty against a very potent offense of the Rush? Rush could go almost all the way down. Nice job. Damoud makes the save. 9-second difference between the game clock and the penalty. Now Panther City just wants to waste as much time as they possibly can.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough balance. They want to take some time off the clock, but they also want to take advantage of any opportunity that they can to pull ahead.
Malcolm near side waiting. 5-on-4. Malcolm. A couple of Texas two-step shots. Scores! Short-handed goal! What a rifle!
I think that's all Phil Caputo needed to just get that goal pulled back, and then now he can find the back of the net.
Back-to-back goals by Caputo.
And he does a great job coming off of this pickoff ball. Malcolm swings it across the floor. And again, Caputo just reaches around Cornwall. Schutt probably couldn't see much of that shot coming. Hard to read if it's coming near side, far side, but Caputo finds the back of the net. It's a big goal.
Minute 12 seconds after the first goal of the night. He gets his 20th goal of the season. A little bit of breathing room, but it's still far from over with 1:20 to play.
Yeah, with Mike Messenger at the faceoff X.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's still a minute left in the penalty to Jeremy Thompson. He's standing at the door waiting to go out. He's got to wait 60 seconds. Church gives it up on top. Big power play kill. Little over the shoulder by Church. Can't get it.
And he gets the loose ball.
I'll tell you, he is one tough cookie.
Speaking of tough cookies, I've seen Keenan do that in the past. Just sit in the middle on that power play. It's a punishing position.
Church rifles it. Damoud gets a pad on it. 30 seconds upcoming left in the penalty. 40 seconds left in the ball game.
Oh.
And a shot and a score.
Mark Matthews just painting that corner.
What a shot by Matthews with 31.7 to play in the game.
See what the officials are talking about here.
Well, Matthews was pointing down the other end about something.
Yeah, that ball movement was great. I mean,
well, the clock was still running, so now they're going to have to take a review to find out what the exact time is. But Matthews, a timely goal, which means how big were those two goals by Caputo?
Yeah, that's a heads-up play. Mark Matthews, just a total competitor, scores the goal, and then just, you know, what's the advantage we can get? Why is the clock still running? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. I saw him pointing as soon as he scored the goal.
You can tell when he's talking to Maggie. He's a competitor. He doesn't really care about, you know, all these milestones he's hitting. He wants to win games. He wants to get to the playoffs. He wants another championship.
Got his 500th assist tonight. Talking to some of the players earlier today, and I said, what do you think about when you think Mark Matthews? They said, sweet hands. And now Matthews going to have to wait. I'm anxious to see how much time they have on. 31.7 right now, they're saying. 22 seconds still left in the penalty. How about Mark Matthews in the milestones? How about 300 career goals in week 12? Got his 800th career point. And then tonight his 500th career assist. Very impressive.
Yeah, and he's still got years to go. He's not getting to the end of his career.
32 years old right now.
It's a big move by the Rush, having no goalie. It's going to be a massive face-off win for Jeremy Thompson. Or on the flip side, we've seen Messenger go coast to coast. If he gets a face-off win here.
Now they're still looking at the time. So important as we're in the beginning part of the second half of the season. Both teams still with playoff opportunities. And you see the clock. And I think they're going to keep it at 31.7. Up 36. So they added a little bit of time. But again, Adam Schutt out of the goal for the Rush.
You can see Panther City's prepared here. They have nobody on the O side on this faceoff. All four guys are back. Hopefully Jeremy Thompson can win it to himself.
Well, the penalty is over. Still showing up on the board, but it is over.
Yeah, I think the goal
got rid of that. Big face-off between former teammates. Thompson battling Messenger.
I feel like that's the first tie-up we've seen with the face-off in a while.
Both teams fighting hard for it.
No surprise in the timeout.
And a whistle and a timeout. Good timeout called by the Rush. Again, the goalie is pulled. 27.2 to play in the ball game.
And I thought last week was exciting.
I know, really. Coach McComb's going to talk to his team. And one of his assistants, as we take a look at the Western Conference standings, San Diego on top by a game over Colorado. But look at Vancouver, Calgary, Saskatchewan, Panther City. This could be a big win for them. Move them with 3 wins to tie Saskatchewan and Calgary.
And it's such a competitive league. I mean, Panther City beat Vancouver last weekend. Tight game with Calgary. That's, you know, all those teams in the West are fighting kind of for those bottom spots.
You know, both these head coaches have picked up outstanding assistants. When you look at the Rush, one of the members of Coach McComb's staff, Jimmy Quinlan, an original member of the Rush, is number 81. Jersey's retired. But what stands out, he played 8 seasons, 1 DNP. 1 didn't play.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think people realize how hard this game is, and for him to do that is impressive.
Yeah, I would love to see what some of the Iron Man streaks are, or how many guys have stuff like that. I know it's not been tracked in NHL, but it's takes a beating, that's for sure.
The goalie is pulled. 27.2 left in the game. Panther City by 1.
Let's see what they got drawn up for the 6-on-5 here.
Church, nice pass inside, shot, we're tied! Church with a great assist.
Yeah, Keenan, it was simple play, cut to the middle, 6-on-5, somebody's got to be open.
And Nick DeMood is not happy with himself.
Yeah, it looks like Graham Hossick got sucked up trying to cover, I believe, Mark Matthews, and just gave Keenan a big old lane.
So Keenan comes up with a goal. Of course, his dad was the coach for Saskatchewan.
Still is the GM.
Still is the GM.
Big face-off win for Jeremy Thompson. So last week they scored with 40 seconds to go. Can they do 17 now?
I tell you what, I'm not going to put it past them. This has been a heart attack game. 16 seconds, or 17.9, I should say, left in regulation, tied at 16. Now they're going to go over to the far side. Dan Teat, who runs the offense, drawing something up. TK saying, here, I'll help you with it. It's a team effort.
Yeah, especially as of late for a franchise, or for, sorry, a new franchise. These are exciting games.
Well, you listen to a guy who scored nearly 400 goals in his career, as TK did. And for the most part, I think Nick DeMood has done a nice job in goal. You can see the numbers on him. 36 saves. He's faced 52 shots. Yeah, they like going with the hot hand, and DeMood has definitely had that this season.
Yeah, and I don't know how many of those I've kind of set as timely saves, but I mean, the rush of those aren't easy saves. They aren't just, you know, shooting from the restraining line. They are getting inside, making him work for those.
Well, it's getting loud inside of Dickey's Arena. Shoot makes his way to the goal. 17.9 to play in regulation. We are tied at 16. Saskatchewan +1 here in the 4th as far as goals. And here we go.
Just waiting for that last shot.
Farrell gives it up. Malcolm. Nice pass inside. Bobble. And that's the way it is. We are done with regulation, tied at 16. What a final couple of minutes. You go back to Jeremy Thompson's penalty with 2:09, giving Saskatchewan the power play. And Matthews and then Keenan scored 2 back-to-back goals, tied it up at 16, and we're going to go to OT. Here are the rules to overtime. It's sudden victory. In other words, first team to score. 15-minute quarters. Game-winning goal, of course, is going to be automatically reviewed. This will be the second overtime game for Panther City. Their opening game against the Philadelphia Wings in Philadelphia. They lost that game in overtime. Now they get a chance to redeem themselves tonight. And actually, Saskatchewan, they lost in overtime their first game of the season against Halifax. This will be their second overtime game of the season. They're 1-1 in OT. Okay, talk about the key to overtime.
Yeah, make the most out of the opportunities you get, because you don't know what you're going to get on the flip side. That every opportunity on that offensive end, that you got to be getting quality scoring opportunities.
So we go to overtime. First one to score will win.
And we said it before, face-offs or possessions, it's going to start right here.
Thompson already out at the dot.
Messenger's done a great job winning it to himself. Panther City, they've almost been playing hockey on a couple, knocking around the floor, getting to the open guy.
The Messenger has had a complete game tonight. Winning face-off, getting a couple of goals, picking up loose balls. He's done everything you could possibly want. You can see Panther City, though, +7 in face-off. That continues a pretty good streak by Jeremy Thompson. And here we go in OT.
Yeah, with the way scoring's been going tonight, this could be a huge face-off.
And when you look at the rush and just how potent they are offensively, I mean, you look at all the people that have combined for goals tonight for the rush. Thompson wins it again.
Yep.
And a timeout's going to be called by TK. I like this timeout.
I feel like it's always an interesting opinion. Like what were you just talking about? That short break there. Could maybe get a push and then use a timeout later on. But I guess the way Messenger's been playing, they want to make sure they get the ball.
And they did get the ball. Now they're going to draw something up. And the pen is in the hand of the head coach. Here's the upcoming schedule for Panther City. They got a couple of road games coming up at Colorado, then at Calgary, both very important Western Conference games. And then Colorado comes back here on March the 26th, and they go back to Calgary April 9th. By then, they should know just about everything about Calgary and Colorado.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at past games and scores, I mean, Saskatchewan and their overtime game with Colorado, I mean, there's no reason why we won't see more of these, overtime one-goal games in their upcoming schedule.
You see Patrick Dodge, he's going to come out, obviously, on offense. Caputo and Malcolm Brennan, all with goals tonight. Farrell's going to go to the bench to start things off. Tracy Koloski, the head coach of Panther City. The play has been drawn up. And we are set again. First person to score wins. Caputo gives it up. Far side. Keep an eye on Dodge. Shot wide right. I think Caputo thought he had that side of the goal.
Yeah, he was feeling it. That sidearm around the defender. That's how we got his last two.
Now they got to play defense again. Something we talked about at the very top of the show. Back end has been good for Panther City the last couple of games. No place to go for Keenan. Has to set it up, throws it away, trying to get it to Church. Finally, he's got it. 5, shoots. No! Just barely covered up. That was dangerous because Matthews was right on the doorstep.
Yeah, you're going to see teams have to play smart here. Osik had a couple of guys, but is it really worth it?
Boy, just not a good pass at all. Over the head of Milligan, and you allow the rush another opportunity. It's the little things in overtime that count.
And that's painful. That's not a skill play. He makes eye contact, thinks he wants the ball, but then not sure. Too late to get to the cradle.
Nice job by DeMuth, smothering the ball. Quickly up ahead, Hossip. Hasek says, come on, guys, get out. Let's end this thing with 13-15 to play in the first overtime. Thompson.
I was hoping we were going to get to see him out here on the offensive end, especially in overtime.
Yeah. Shot.
Big goal.
Will Malcolm wins it for Panther City. Five-goal game for Will Malcolm. Now they're going to have to review it. It's an automatic review. I don't think there's any question about it, though. What a job. Panther City winning last week in the final 40 seconds. Here's Malcolm again.
Yeah, and it's just a simple play, carrying it up. I'm sure he's looking where Shoot is and figuring out the angles that, you know, Shoot's still trailing him, that he can reach that shot to the far pipe.
Panther City wins at 17-16. We'll come back and talk to a couple of the key players when we return. Stay with us. The National Lacrosse League is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will. And by NLLshop.com, a Fanatics experience, officially licensed everything. And by BetMGM, the official sports book of the NLL. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly. What a game for Will Malcolm. He is standing by with Maggie right now. Maggie?
Ron, thank you. Will, a 17-16 win. We're going to get to the team, but first I want to talk about you and what you did tonight. Not only would you have gotten player of the game if you just stopped at the hat trick, but you had to go for 2 more and the overtime goal. What was the emotion going through your head as you score that final goal?
Yeah, it was an unreal feeling. You know, I had the hot stick and my teammates were giving me the ball in the right spots. And yeah, I'm just happy to see the ball go in the net and get the win.
And we know it's obviously a team performance. Let's get back to the team. A win tonight, you know, the goal is to go winning every single week. But the final goal is to get a playoff spot. How do you think this win tonight helps you, and what do we need to do the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are writing us off, but we're still in the hunt, and this win's huge in our division. And, you know, we just want to keep winning, and hopefully we win out and make playoffs.
And before the game tonight, they talked about a lot of aggression they were predicting on the field, and we definitely saw that, sticks and bodies flying everywhere. Where do you think that aggression came from?
I mean, I think that's just the way Sask plays. Sask has always been an aggressive team, and they're always on you. But I think we did a good job of matching them on that, and yeah, came out with a W.
All right, Ron, thank you. Player of the game, Will Malcolm.
Quick comment, Kieran, because you and I were talking during the break. It wasn't, you know, obviously Will Malcolm got the publicity, but when you were going through the stats, this was a complete team effort by Panther City.
Yeah, looking at a lot of guys. There's like Cam Milligan, 1 goal, 5 assists. Nathan Grennan, 1 and 6. You know, they're sharing the ball. It just so happens to be that Malcolm's got finisher.
Malcolm with a game winner in overtime. Panther City 2 in a row now. They win at the final 17-16. For Kieran Lemming, Maggie Hale, and our entire crew at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas, I'm Ron Thulin. Thanks so much for watching. And you've been watching the NLL on Saturday night.